Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your DM. What the fuck? Did I just, I feel like I fucked that up.
Hello?
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm Fungal Fish, and also called Danny, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Noelle. I play Stella Starweaver.
Ooh, I hated that. Hi, how you doing? Oh, hi, I'm Tiny. I play a Kia Lane, and I want to go home. Ooh.
It's been a long week, but let's get right into the recap. On the last session of Seraph Syndrome, our party recovered from their encounter with the Hunter's Shade. They expressed their sorrow and grievances. Stella comforted Akia while Gully slowly began to bury the body in a specifically dug plot. Gully offered a prayer as Akia and Stella watched intently, Stella leaving her blessing afterwards. The party retired for the night, puffy-eyed and distraught. Stella awoke soon after, looking to swap shifts with a Grim. As she walked outward, she witnessed a Grim sitting on a porch, with his helm sitting at his side. Stella announced her presence, and he equipped his helmet, even though his face was out of view from the foliage of the porch. Stella pried to see the journal which a Grim complied to, before retrieving it again. Stella kept watching beneath bountiful star-filled sky. The party then awoke to a tent within the confines of the cabin. As they fully awoke, they went outwards to meet Stella. Gully and Stella sorted out the problematic star-filled file, while Arteno and Akia had a talk. Arteno apologized for his unbecoming ways, and went on to extrapolate on his weird rich person hobbies. Meanwhile, Stella failed to successfully and timely drop the opal within the container. Her arcane connection to the mage hand was consumed by the gleaming Starkist. However, it seemed her body pushed back for the most part. Akia shortly left to go pray in front of the gravestone, mimicking Gully's prayer as she reached out to Karunia for the first time in an extremely long time. After this, the party packed up and set out to the fields once more. They traversed the vibrant meadows, only to hear the distant sounds of rumbling skies. They rested for a night, and then the next, they saw the dwarven arcs looming above in the skies. They dropped loud, booming bombs, which they soon found out were bodies that were erupting in the stone fields, or in the meadows. Stella recounted that the dwarves would throw their dead off the arcs, avoiding seraphization on board. Gully and a Grim checked it out first, and while Gully was displaying his horror, a Grim gave a thumbs up, and the party approached only to see the mangled body of a dwarven man, reeking of liquor. The party began to clean their mess, but over the course of that, Arteno stared down into the crater. He spoke his disgust for what the Seraph Syndrome has done to the living. As he stares down into the crater, down at that body, that is where we would cut back in.
I think as Arteno is experiencing these emotions, I just put a hand on his shoulder. I understand what it's like to see the world in a new light. We can only hope that it can be changed.
I duly hope it can be changed. This world is disgusting. Or, I should say, we are. The people inside. No matter how far things have gotten, this is what we'll resort to. However, I believe that once this syndrome is vanquished, and people can get their footing, I believe in better days. I believe that people will not have to do the things that they have resorted to. We best get going. It's not good to linger here.
Yes, I agree.
I think at that point, the party would finish packing up, and you guys would be ready to head through the fields once more, unless there's anything else you would like to do.
I feel like a scene like that, I would continue following through.
All right.
Is the Ark still nearby?
You see it distantly hanging overhead. It is such a large ship that it is kind of hard to be out of view when it's this close. Well,
Mhm.
even from afar. Now that its
That-
mass is overhead, the line of ships is just so imposing that you can see it as they trail across the horizons.
How many ships are there in this line?
This arc is like a chain of 8 ships connected together.
Oh my god!
8. Ocho. Okay.
I think as I look over there, I just feel a pit in my stomach and quickly just start getting ready to leave with the rest of the group.
You just feel Q just feels this menacing aura of the ships above. Like, I want to go home.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Mhm.
You guys would proceed ahead. Igrim leading the way again.
Please.
Well, actually, it's more so Stella who's leading because you have the map and you know where you're going.
True.
Yes.
Stella, you lead
Oh,
the
the
way
line leader.
through the meadows. Igrim at your side, making sure that nothing is going to leap out at you. As you guys continue to move through the fields, do you guys want to roll me a perception check?
Yes.
No.
No.
All of us?
I am not looking.
It could be either of you. Or
Okay, so like my
I'll
perception is
give
like
you-
a +1. Hey.
I got it.
She ain't perceiving much, man. She is missing an eye and everything. Not
Okay,
bad.
Wait, am I doing with advantage or just flat?
You could do it with advantage if Akia is helping out, which I assume she is.
Yes.
Okay, 21,
Yeah.
and let's
That's my
add a
girl.
D4 to that.
That's my girl right there.
Guidance.
That's my girl.
23.
23.
Girl
As you
boss.
guys move along the meadow, you would see something a little bit strange further into the distance. Strange for the meadow, and strange for the wilderness. You don't see signs like this very often. Further into the distance, you see smoke pluming amidst the meadows. Tied across a tree, across a hill. You see multiple ropes and poles and stakes plunged into an impromptu tent. The cloth is patchy and stitched together from various brightly colored cloth. Approaching closer, if you guys are approaching closer, What are you doing? You just see this brightly colored tent of sorts with a flame pluming beneath it.
Oh.
I would say you also see the person sitting there.
Can we see what they look like from here, or would we have to get a little closer?
With a 23, I'll give it to you. You see a definitely well-worn traveler. They are wearing similar garb to Yara. You
Oh.
see they are wearing the
Oh.
sigil of the Shadowless across their face. You see their face is also completely bandaged tightly, with small strands of red hair slipping through the wrap. They wear solid black robes with purple ribbons tied tightly around their waist. And they're wearing wooden sandals.
Oh. Is that someone of the Shadowless?
The what?
Oh, they are essentially a group of traveling merchants. People who collect things around the lands.
Oh, okay.
Well,
They
should
could
be
have
no
something
harm.
useful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just saying that it'd be no harm to check them out. They might have some things there for us. Possibly.
yeah.
I think so. And we do have money, so I don't think it would hurt.
That's a good idea.
Let's go see what they have then. And I start heading over towards them.
You meander across the grasses over to the small patch of trees. You see their tent is wrapped around it and staked into the ground. As the colorful cloth is waving in the wind, they sit there beneath it. And they are just basically sitting right in front of a campfire and cooking a meal right now. As you approach, they kind of immediately get a sense of you, and they go,
Hello. Curious to see what we're selling then.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Of course, of course. You bloodletters are mighty good business. Here, take a look at my wares.
and you see they lay out the a roll that they have carried on their person. They fan out this cloth roll. You see, as it fans out, there are trinkets hidden within the roll. And as you see all of these things come out, you see something of a small rock. It's glimmering on its innards. It's almost gold colored, though the outer shell of it is clear. You see a ring. You see some costumes of these like almost jester-like outfits. They seem very theatric in nature. You see some what looks to
Dress
be,
up.
and I cannot put this in any other way, bombs.
What?
You see perfumes, and you see
Right next
little
to the bombs.
Yeah, there's like bombs.
Over the bombs.
There's like bombs, smaller
Perfumes.
bombs, and then cologne and perfume. You also see that there are like these like clay bowls and some health potions. You would clearly know what those were.
Have I seen anything like that rock before?
No,
I wouldn't
you would
assume
not.
so. What is this rock here? It's quite an interesting thing.
It's a small explosive. When hit with sufficient force, it creates a loud and thunderous sound, almost booming.
It will not do any damage, but certainly disorients any threats. Perhaps creatures that lurk within the woods.
Hmm.
Okay.
Does sound like it could
Scare
come in
off
handy.
most.
Certainly.
Does the ring look like some schmegular regular ring, or does it look like...
Akia, you gravitate towards the ring and look into it. And you see this ancient ring. It looks very normal, but as you look at it closer, you see the shadowless salesman points at the ring. If that catches your eye, you'd like to see its secondary purpose. And you see as he picks up the ring, he clicks the top of it, you hear as it flicks open, and there is a small compartment inside.
Can I put something in here?
In days of old, that's what it was for. Rogues and espionage of that sort would sort poison in there, assassinate a king, or take secrets to the grave.
Oh.
It was quite a rare find.
Hmm. Hmm. Could be useful, I think. And she just kind of side eyes to Stella. Right? Right?
I think so. Anything could be useful if you use it right.
Hmm.
How optimistic.
She's good at
Yes,
it.
of course.
Very good at it. Would I
So-
know what bombs look like?
That's a good
I think
question.
neither of you would know what bombs look like.
What are those? Right next.
As you point to the bombs, well, these are small explosives, more explosives.
What?
They create a slick of tar.
That could be useful.
Very.
That could be somewhat like, I don't know, like useful. I don't know, maybe.
Tricky when you get caught in it.
Oh.
If you plan to stir up trouble or run away from the Seraphs, that could also be very handy.
She kind of just turns to Stella and then just starts pointing at it like, that could be very useful. Way more than the ring.
I think so. How much would those be?
For one of them, 15. And I currently, as you can see, have 3.
Okay.
Is all currency in gold?
Yeah. Well,
In this world?
He's mainly bartering in gold. Not everything is gold, but this is definitely gold.
Okay. Maybe take all 3 or just one?
Well, I don't see why not take all of them. I believe we have enough for that.
Akia feel like she just turns to Grim like for approval.
Grim just shakes his head.
Oh,
yes
He
or
holds
no?
up 2. He holds up like 2 fingers.
Oh, okay. 2? 2?
Okay, 2.
Good.
Alright, yes, let's see. Just start counting how much gold that would be.
Carry the
If you use
one.
2, that's 30.
All right. I don't know where like all of the gold would be, but
Party inventory.
Yeah, party inventory.
okay, yeah. I'll just give him the 30 gold then.
You
Yeah.
drop the 30 gold in front of him. He hands you the 2 tar bombs, and
Yeah.
you can add 2 tar bombs to your inventory.
Yes.
The party inventory?
You can add to the party inventory.
Probably,
That
yeah.
works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather the bombs not be next to the jar of death that you got, you know?
True.
Cover
well,
that
is
thing
in
in
the party
tar.
inventory, I have to say.
Yeah, put them in the party inventory, not your personal one. You got the jar of death with you.
No, the jar of death is in the party inventory. If it is in the
Ooh,
It's
bag of
our
holding.
jar of death.
I don't want it!
At
This
least
might
it's not
be
like a
an
bomb.
intrusive question. And you see the salesman leans forwards towards you, Stella.
Yes.
That appearance you have. You are from Kirin. That is where you hail.
Ah, yes, that is.
You are one of the druids of the stars, I see.
Yes, badly so.
An astral elf. To see one in person. A rarity indeed. Well, if you are, I must point your attention here. And you see he points down at the mat, at the cologne, at the perfumes. These are from a distant land. A land I assume you have never been. Your homeland.
Really?
They are from Kirin, marked and labeled. He moves his bandaged finger over to the cologne's little label. And you see it does say, even though it is faded out, made in Kirin. An ancient perfume no longer manufactured, for all those who could form it. All those who could brew it are long gone. A lost scent of your homeland.
This guy's good at doing business. I pick up this perfume and I just stare at it, kind of wide-eyed. And this would be...
You're looking at upwards of 100 gold.
Yeah.
That is a rarity unseen in the world, and one that might never be seen again.
We don't have that much anymore.
You wanna, like, I don't know, bargain? You wanna haggle the price?
True.
We could try haggling. Maybe. Probably won't work.
I kind of think back to what my family would do to barter with people. Would it be more like trading or like actually trying to like lower the price of something?
It would be more trading. Value for value.
Okay.
ain't got nothing to help you out, girly pop. Unless he wants a rusted deck.
Yeah, I don't.
I got a potion of healing, but he got those. I don't think you want that.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything good.
Puppy eyes to a grip.
Edgar, what is he gonna have?
Artetto, you got money? You got a mansion and shit?
I mean,
You got money?
do you actually say that to him?
I feel like Stella would. Go ask him for money.
I mean, if
Ask
Stella
him for
would
money.
ask him for money, but you don't know if Stella would ask for money.
Oh no, Stella would.
What about, would 70 work?
70. You're lowering the price quite a bit. Jumping the gun. Let me guess. You desire a sense of your homeland deeply, do you?
I nod.
Your desires only seek to holster that price.
You see, he leans over, he picks the vial, the perfume from your hand, and he holds it.
The scent does not come cheap.
And he firmly places the bottle on the little mat. In a roundabout way, he's telling you no.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
He a tough one. He a tough one.
I think I just kind of stare down at the ground for a second. Knowing I don't really have much to give. I think I just slowly start to get up.
You stand up slowly. You see as this shadowless member slowly begins to roll up the mat.
If that is all.
Yes, I believe that will be all.
You see he slowly and methodically pushes the rest of this cloth into his bag.
Very well, travelers. Do take care.
I kind of solemnly give a nod and start walking away.
You begin to follow the map once more, shifting away from the shadowless. Augie, are you following?
Yeah.
All right. You guys continue forwards onto the road, walking through the waving grasses of the meadow with a small chip on your shoulder. as you guys continue forwards, you see as across the meadow's shifting grasses, something different amidst the flowers. Something gorgeous. You see a prismatic lake. This lake gleaming beneath the sunlight, beneath the daylight. It shimmers and spans far into the distance, the other side of it looking like distant shorelines faded out of view. This is a large, large lake. Its teal tones tremble. The flowers of the meadow get caught within these waves. These petals of yellows, pinks, and blues drift across the surface, being pushed by whatever breeze finds its way here. You see, I think from here, with a 23 on your perception check before, you would see a town far across the other horizon. It would take you about the rest of the day's travel to get there, consistently. But closer and nearby, you hear the sound of battle. You hear the clashing of metal, the ringing of steel. As you look over towards your left-hand side, across the meadows, you see an exalted centaur with muscles cloud in ivory flesh. Its body contorted, hooves elongated and sharpened to a point, as if they were running upon blades. With each limb it has stretched and clad in golden cracks. Its tail splays out with sparkling gold ichor covering it, braiding within the ichor rings that clasp tightly to their surface. Its upper body has a stretched abdomen, and its thin musculature is clad in golden gauntlets that run across its arm. Clasped tightly in its arms is an Icarus spear, twisted in shape and ornate. Its face is clad in a golden helmet with a muzzle like barring clinging to its lower jaw. You see silvery spears with wooden handles are plunged deeply into its body, spilling ichor across the ivory frame. And it is running straight for you guys.
Oh, what?
You see galloping behind is another centaur. This one more notably normal. And would you guys like to roll me initiative?
Okay. I can't be sad for long.
That's a 22 from McGrim.
That's a...
I cannot see what that. That's a 21.
Holy shit! All right.
You know what? Yeah,
little
that's pretty
dice
reasonable for Stella right now.
The little
Yeah.
dice icon was covering up. I got so scared. I was like, I can't see.
All right.
I'm right behind you.
As you guys see this ichor-ridden centaur charging towards you guys, you see as Grim pulls back his sword and stares down at it, ready for a fight. And that is actually going to be his turn up front. He rolled higher. Igrim openly charges at the centaur. And he points at Arteno and points away. And Igrim is going to take his first turn. He is going to meet the centaur in the middle, and you see as he pulls his greatsword to the side and fearlessly slashes into it. That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh my god.
And because a Grim
Ooh.
has an ability called Improved Critical, he crits on 19s as well.
That's my boy.
Ooh.
That's my dog. Rough.
That is going to be a 17 to hit. He is also a swords master. Let me see. Let me just make sure.
Of course he
'Cause I
is.
want to
Of course
make
he
sure.
fucking is.
You know.
What isn't he?
Yeah, he has great weapon fighting, which is going to allow him to treat any 1 or 2 damage dice as a 3. So that is going to bump the damage up to 18 damage immediately
Ooh.
onto the horrific
Ooh.
creature before him.
Hey, Grim,
As you
I
see-
love you being in our team.
He fully cleaves the sword into the horse's bottom and slashes upward as his greatsword pools ichor across his armor. Akia, that's your turn.
Is Arteno still nearby, or did he run away?
He hasn't had the chance. This is happening very fast. He's about to run away on his turn.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure he is running away. I am gonna go ahead and equip the shield I have, so it increases my armor class by 2. And I still attack.
Yeah, I believe you could still attack even after you equip
Okay.
that. That should just be a bonus action.
Making sure. Aye. I am going to be. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast
All
on
right,
him.
roll to hit.
Let's go, mama. Oh, 16?
A 16 is the AC. You are going to just barely hit it. Roll your damage.
Come on, mama. 8.
8. All right, that's 8 damage. You fire this Eldritch Blast. It roars through the field. It flies past Grim's armor and into the face of this exalted centaur. All right, that is going to go to its turn. You see that it has already been dealt very grievous wounds, and the centaur that is clearly trailing right behind it is the one who is probably dealing most of those wounds. It is going to throw its spear. I'm going to have all of you make me a dexterity saving throw because I believe you are all within line. Let me just make sure. Okay, so it is going to be Stella and Gully that have to make dexterity saving throws with a Grim.
Oh, wonderful.
Do we have a map for this or no?
Yes, we do, but don't worry about it.
Okay,
I'll
forget
keep
it.
track of everything.
Thank you.
13.
13. All right. Gully, that's a 12 from a Grim, and Gully is going to roll now. That is an 11 from Gully. So, what did you get, Stella?
13.
No, still hits. You see
Mm.
as this Icarus spear flies through the field, it roars past the grasses and embeds behind you guys. As it flies, it grazes past all of you, and you all take 6 damage.
Ah.
And it is going to use its bonus action. You see it as it raises its hand. Everyone make more dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
14 from a grab.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, you succeed very clearly. Let me roll for Gully. That
Let me
is a
roll.
10. So they are going
Gully.
to take 7 damage each. All right. And that is going to be the end of the Meadow Keeper's turn. That is going to go to the person that is trailing them. And as you guys get a look at this centaur, as they gallop into frame, you see this centaur man with long and messy silvery hair, strands of white mixed within. A golden collar is clasped around his neck, barely poking out from a white blouse draped over his body. One of his eyes are covered in a white eye patch, with golden cracks emerging from beneath, while the other gleams with hints of pale red. And you see as this centaur reels back and is going to strike. I have no idea who you are, but thank you for interfering. And I'm going to roll to hit. That is going to miss on the first attack. He's going to roll again. Miss on the second attack as well. He misses both.
Oh.
That is going to be the end of his turn.
Oh,
You were always a strong one. I have to be the one to fell you myself.
And that is going to go to Gully's turn. Gully is immediately going to move out of the way. He's going to try to get a little bit further away from the rest of the party, and he is going to fire a small flaming bolt. That
Gully,
is going
come
to
on.
be a 13 to hit, which is not going to hit. That is the end of his turn. That is going to go to Arteno. Arteno gets the fuck out of there. He sees that spear fly
Good.
back
Shit.
to its hand,
Good.
and he runs 30 feet in the
Run.
other direction, hiding
Yeah,
on the
mhm.
side of the lake bank.
Yes.
All right.
Good. Run.
That is going to go to your turn, Stella.
okay. I think I would also like to move out of the way, as Gully did.
All right.
And I think out of panic, out of being kind of caught off guard a little bit, I think I'm going to instinctually, if this works, I'm going to try to cast Hold Person on the
Okay.
centaur.
Oh.
Definitely. Roll it up.
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save. Got you.
DC 15.
DC 15. That is an 11.
Fail.
Okay. All right.
What is the description of Hold Person again?
The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the paralyzed condition for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats the save, ending the spell on itself on a success.
Okay. Got you. What does your Hold Person look like?
I would say I kind of clench my fist, and you see these stars, kind of like constellations surrounding the centaur, and connecting these stars together. You see chains wrap around it.
All right. Those astral chains wrap around the Exalted, and you see as it is fully paralyzed. Is that the end of your turn?
All right. Yes.
All right. That's going to go to a Grimm's turn. He's going to get advantage because it's paralyzed. That is a dirty 20 to hit. Going to roll his
God,
damage.
I love this man.
That is going to be 13 damage instead. Because he turns that into a 3. God, Grim is strong.
That's my boy.
Um,
That's my boy.
Grim is also
Mwah.
going to action surge, seeing the danger of this foe. And I'm going to roll to hit again. Ooh, okay. With advantage because the centaur is paralyzed. That is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
And that is going to be 10 damage to the Exalted. That is going to be the end of its turn. You see this Exalted is bleeding ichor everywhere. Its body is beginning to crack and bend. It clutches onto this golden spear, and you see its wings flare out wide. That is the end of his turn. That is going to you, Akia.
Alrighty. She is gonna do Eldritch Blast again on him. Okay. That is not hitting. Forget
That
it.
is not hitting. You see as your Eldritch Blast whizzes through the meadow, it flies the grasses upwards as it moves and trails. It smashes into the side of one of these abandoned carts that were left in the field. That is going to be the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
All
yeah.
right. This thing is going to with its golden spear. That is a 21 to hit. And 14 damage to a Grim.
Oh.
They are trading blows. That is going to be the end of the Exalted's turn. That is going to go to the centaur that was following you guys. You see he fully gallops up, and he is going to roll to hit again. That is a 23 to hit, and that is going to be right enough damage. You see him as this centaur rides upwards, as he pushes a silvery spear deeper into the centaur's back, the exalted centaur's back. You hear cracking as the Meadowkeeper falls. Its hooves bend forwards. You see as the centaur clutching the silvery spear looks at the body of this exalted centaur crumbling away. He holds the spear tightly, pushing it in deeper until it only hits ground. You see as the centaur stands there, and his silvery hair is hiding most of his face. But you see as tears begin to fall onto his hands. He presses his head up against the spear, plunged into the ground.
I think I'm still catching my breath from everything happening. But I kind of put a hand to my chest as I witnessed this happening. I think I just walk up and go, what happened here?
I'm sorry you got caught up in our fight. That was meant to be between us. It was a promise we had.
You see he wipes away his tears, just before you could see his face, and he turns to you. You see this, with lack of a better words, dashingly handsome centaur man, his silvery hair flowing in the wind.
This was a battle between warriors. And I suppose I failed my last trial. I do apologize, deeply.
And you see as he bows to you all.
Oh, that's quite all right. There's no way you would have seen this happening.
Well, you all have been terribly wounded by my mistake. So it is only fit that I rectify. Come, take a small rest. We centaurs will welcome you.
I turn towards everyone else. I think especially Grim.
You just see blood spilling from beneath the armor.
Approval
Oh my-
from Dad.
True.
The Grim just gives a thumbs up.
All right. Sure. I start following along.
You see he leads you over to a small campsite that was just a measure away. Not too big of a detour. You see these large wooden carts with canvas spread wide across their back, towering higher than the trees in the surroundings. The canvas carries deep tones of viridian, worn to blend with the surrounding nature. From the top of the wagon's round canopies, one larger central canopy connects all of them, like a central tent. Smoke plumes from a gap within this peak. The large cart are so heavy-looking that they look nearly the size of homes, made of lightweight yet sturdy wood. Some scratches run down their impressive frames, however they are structurally sound. Within these carts, through small gaps and openings, you can see some crates, chests, and other various compartments. The innards are cozy and well lit, with just one lantern, flickering with warm orange lights. Within this large campsite, a bonfire gleams with the warmth that sends waves through the cold.
Come. Everyone will welcome you nicely. It's been a long day for us.
My eyes kind of widen as I look around and I just go to myself. Wow, so lovely.
You're welcome to take a seat at the campfire.
Thank you. Alright, I will head over and take a seat.
Kia as well.
You both take a seat at the campfire, and you see as this centaur man retreats into one of these little wagons, or large wagons, and he begins to prep something away from you.
I'm not too used to this, so I apologize if the tea comes off as dirty water, as my master would call it.
Oh, no, that's alright, no worries. We appreciate the hospitality.
And you would also see that there are a couple of other centaurs that are within this tent. They look at you, they give you smiles and like a small wave if you look over at them. But most of them seem to be minding their business within these tents. There are also small centaur children that are running around within here.
No.
Yeah. I feel like Akia is looking around with such wonder, never seeing centaurs before. She's
Never,
definitely
Yeah, I
waving
don't know
at
if Stella's seen centaurs either.
Yeah, she makes eye contact with any of them. She is waving.
Yeah, you wave back at them. You see one of them comes up to you. And you see this older centaur with more displays of syndrome coursing through their body, wings that sprawl across their back. They have puffy hair that flows down their back in tight curls. Their skin is as white as a cloud, marred by golden jagged scarring that rips through their body. Their eyes are consumed by ichor, swelling in a deep black void.
Ooh.
And you see as this centaur kneels down to you.
It's a pleasure.
You all seem to have never seen a centaur before.
I can tell by the look of your eyes.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Never seen one.
Well, if there is any questions you have to ask, I'd be the one to direct those questions to. My name is Etris, student of Hedar.
Nice to meet you. Akia.
'Tis a pleasure.
I'm Stella.
Likewise.
And you see they bow their head a little bit.
I feel like Akia, out of nervousness, just bows her head too.
Are you unfamiliar with the meadow? Travelers?
Yeah.
Yes, we are travelers. I can't say I'm too familiar with the meadows myself.
The meadows are our permanent abode. So if you have anything to ask, please.
You see
I
as
see.
the other centaur, the man that was traveling with you guys, leading you here, trots back with a couple cups of tea.
Don't mind them. They're just looking for company.
I don't mind. You all are very beautiful.
You see Dervale gives a little smile.
It is a compliment that seems better directed at one or a few, but we appreciate that as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I know my beauty outstands the rest.
And you see he gives a little smirk.
Oh my goodness.
Gives him a little clap. It's like, oh, very much.
Well, if you would do to entertain Atris, that would be great. They are always looking for company.
Of course, that sounds wonderful. So, this would be your home then?
Are you directing that to Etris?
Yes.
Ah, yes, it is. This is where we live. Though we have no direct home. The caravan is all we know.
Ah, I understand that lifestyle very well.
I think I recognize you. Or at least your lifestyle.
Oh, really?
I have seen you, druids. We have passed each other many a night.
Ah, yes, the Druids of the Stars. That would be us.
I hope everything has been safe along the meadows. Our job is one that we do not take lightly.
Well, the meadows have been quite clear.
That is excellent to hear.
I kind of look around a bit more at everything.
Yeah, you look around and you see that there are a couple of centaurs that are talking in the distance. There seems to be 5 adults within these tents. And 3 children. Or 4 children, sorry.
Oh.
As for that
Yes.
event and you saw. Pardon, I should introduce myself to you not. My name is Devere.
A pleasure.
Devere, student of Mythos. And Mythos would be the one that you would help me slay this day.
Ah, I see. I'm very sorry about that.
He shakes his head.
I am still sorry that I had to drag you into our last spat. I am hoping that you were not harmed too far.
Oh, no, that was no fault of yours.
You could have known we were in the area.
He nods.
Is he like visibly hurt?
You would see that he does have a couple of slash wounds within his body. He is bleeding across his horsen frame and also his person.
I think Kia is gonna want to heal him a little bit.
Absolutely.
May I? And she just extends her hands out to him.
He reaches his hand out.
You may, greatly.
Thank you. And she heals him for 9 health.
You see some of the wounds begin to close up, and he just goes,
Thank you very much.
Of course.
My master never knew when to... Oh, pardon.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it must have been hard doing that final battle. Very sorry.
'Tis tradition here. We all must fight the ones who raised us.
Oh. Wow. That seems sad.
'Tis quite a burden you'll never forget. But it has been our tradition for as long as we Centaur have lived. We Centaur traverse the meadows, fighting the Seraphs day in and out. We live off the land and what they give. And when our times come, no matter how early they will be, we must fight our elders. Soon, the one that you have been acquainted with, Atrice, will have to be fought by their very own Tulane.
You see that she gets a little sad and her ears droop a little bit.
That kind of tradition must be very hardening to the spirit.
Quite. It is one that gets you ready for the battles that you must face across your life. It's the only way that we've ever been taught, and it is one that fares us well. My master Mythis, she too had to fight one that she was raised by. She was the strongest of us all, my master. She was so strong she inherited the title, the Guardian of the Meadows.
It's a very grand title.
But it is one that has now fallen onto my back. Though, I will do my best to uphold it. But I'm off to a rocky start, I suppose.
Certain circumstances cannot be controlled. Regardless, I'm sure you'll do wonderfully. Especially being trained under someone so strong. And they give
Why,
him a
thank you.
smile.
Thank you very kindly. Though you're a stranger to me, you've only spoken kindness. That's my way. You're a very humble bunch. Though, I must ask, your friend there,
And
Oh,
he
God.
points at a Grim.
Okay.
is that a Grim?
Oh, you know of him?
We tell tales, we centaurs.
Oh, thank God.
As generations go by, we keep word. The oral tradition of keeping our histories alive. One story my master was passed down by her master was the story of a knight clad in red armor. One who was treated by our centaurs, the centaurs of Eld, since the days of Duvarg.
Hmm.
I kind of tilt my head a bit. Generations, you say?
It did say he was very old.
It
Yes.
has been nearly a century since we heard of a Grim.
How much is a century?
That's 100 years.
Are you?
A century. Goodness.
Oh my.
From our traditions. Because I know of him. I know that he was a powerful warrior back within the days of the world's fall. But rather than being a hero, fighting Duvarg on the front lines, he spent time aiding us, battling for the lesser folk, instead on a grand stage. I'm just stunned to see a feature, to see a man like him still around. I had assumed he would have passed.
I kind of stare towards a Grim as he's telling this story. I believe many would have thought the same. He's a very perplexing fellow. Very strong.
Very quiet.
Extremely.
Those things have not changed about him since the days of old.
It's always been like this. We're never gonna get him to speak with us regularly.
He has always been a silent warrior, one of legends that would stroll every lands he could find, protecting those he could, and cutting down any adversary within his way. Souls
I see.
tried to join him along his journey, but they would all wither around him.
Oh.
Hmm. That would make sense. I kind of stare off a little bit. I had no idea he had such a reputation.
Only to those of us who are small. Within the village that you are coming up to, his name should be recorded there.
Oh.
He passed the lake, the one that we are traveling besides. I saw that you were headed in that direction, so I assumed you would travel there.
Yes.
Within that place, his name is recorded. It should be etched into the tree, a savior of the town.
Oh.
Hmm. I'll make sure we can find that tree.
It should be the one in town center. It is unmistakable.
Okay. Thank you.
He has always been a friend to us. I must go say hi.
Oh, of
Come on
course.
You see as
Grim.
Duvel trots over to a Grim, and, like, with the face of almost a child seeing a legend,
Oh.
you see he greets a Grim, and a Grim just nods.
Yep. That's
Oh,
our
a
that's our
Grim.
Grim. That's our boy.
Is it Grim? What has it been? What has he been doing up until this point?
He's
You
staring
see
off
he
into the
has been-
distance.
Yeah, he's been sitting there, listening to one of the centaurs talking his ear off.
Oh,
He
Is he
always
still-
grabs the yappers.
true. Is he still injured?
You can't really see beneath the armor.
Huh.
He
No,
just,
no more
just gives a
blood.
grim thumbs up.
There's definitely no more spilling blood, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Like he is just giving him a thumbs up, like you're his idol.
Grim looks over
Wow,
at
like-
you and just shrugs.
Oh,
I just kind of go like, "Are you okay?"
He gives a thumbs up.
okay, good.
Thumbs up. Good.
He just claps, just like yes. Pull out the notebook.
Please.
I think at
It's
that
like
point you would see. At that point, you would see Arteno walk over to you both, and kind of crouch in the middle, right next to you.
No, Arteno.
'Twas a Grim always, of such great rapport.
I think so.
I wasn't familiar with the scale until now, but when we first joined the Bloodletters, he seemed to have a mystique about him that no one could quite figure out. They all said that he's been around for as long as anyone can remember.
The centaur I was just talking to. She said the very same. They called him the Lone Devil, the silent warrior of the fields
Makes sense.
of Rala. I wonder, as I'm sure you have as well, the both of you, what lies beyond that mask?
I would like to know myself. But
Shall we pull it off?
No.
no! He would probably
No.
kill you.
Hmm. Would he? Because I might get away with it.
Yes. No.
Okay. No, yes. I suppose he could kill me, yes.
Very much could. I
He is
would
a man with
be...
very high morals.
Yes. And I'm sure he... Well, he's gone great lengths to preserve his privacy, so I imagine he
Honesty.
wouldn't want it forcefully pried.
Well, I suppose I will curb my curiosity for now.
Please.
Perhaps eventually.
But are you not also curious? If what these people have said is true, he has outlived the very syndrome itself. I heard in the days of old, certain people, certain species, they would be able to live far longer than most. Multiple centuries. But now, even those have their lives cut down to a mere 40 years.
It is intriguing to think about. I suppose I haven't really stopped to question it too much.
Mm. I just, I think whenever he wants to tell us, he will. Hopefully.
I suppose he will. I just don't know how much I believe in that. For a man like that, one regaled in being silent,
Yeah.
'tis a mystery. Either way, that gully boy seems to be having quite the field day right now.
What?
You just see Gully crouch down on the floor listening to these satyrs writing in the notebook. You see he's very sloppily like stabbing the pencil into paper, just trying to get all these notes down as with as poor of
Nerd.
a handwriting as he can.
He has a lot to write about.
Nerd.
So, I think after some time passes and you guys get sufficient rest, you guys can take a short rest. And
Yeah.
is there anything you guys would like to do on your short rest?
Hmm.
No.
What was the other centaur's name again?
Dorvale?
Yes. Are they still around?
Dorvale is done talking to a Grim at this point, I would say.
He has a little fanboy moment.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah, he's still around. He's at the campfire with you guys. as you guys are getting basically ready to leave.
Yeah.
Have you seen all there is to see of these meadows?
As far as I have, yes, I suppose so.
I see. It's quite fascinating. I never knew how big these meadows could be.
They are quite the big place. There is not much within, but I have traveled them countless times across my life.
I see. And the centaurs have never wanted to travel anywhere else.
No, these are our homes. The place where we can stretch our legs the best. These are our very own. Even
I
as
see.
I guard them now. I cannot find myself longing for anything else. These lands have fed us, bathed us. These lands have kept us alive.
That's beautiful. I'm glad you've all been able to find home here. And you've done a wonderful job guarding it.
He nods.
I know there is not everywhere that we can protect at once. But we move every night. Under the guise of the stars, we travel. And when morning light hits, we hunt. It is all we know how to do. It is all we can do.
Well, I do hope the stars guide you all ever further. In prosperity.
He nods.
A great blessing. I hope the wayward winds carry you far. They may drift beneath you. I hope their blow carries you far.
Thank you. Again, we really appreciate the hospitality. You've all been wonderful.
Kia just nods along.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for the wonderful information. It's been a great delight.
I love our little nerd.
Have you been enjoying yourself?
Very. What an insightful folk. The centaur civilization is fascinating.
As Arcos would say, nerd. And she
I
smiles,
cannot deny.
thinking it's a compliment.
I can't deny. No, I am quite that.
I also
Well-
don't think I would know that's an insult either.
Not really.
Akia thinks it's a wonderful compliment.
Well, thank you all for having us. We shall be away.
You guys all begin to walk out. You see as Igrim is walking, he just gives a little thumbs up to them and then walks away. And you guys begin to move towards the lake and following its surface once more. You see the beautiful prismatic lake covered in those flowers. You see derelict ships peek their heads out of the shallow water, and small fishing boats with seedings wrapped around their bow. And you guys continue to move across. And I think at that point, I will say we will end the session.
Yay!
Centaurs!